Let's try Kira's lamp. Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Where's that? Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about. Where's that noble?
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever'n you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Where's that noble? Where's that?
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here, Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle. As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge. Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Not at all.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. Farewell.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind... Farewell.
Doesn't matter where the grub's from, as long as the bowl's full. My fault we ended 6 feet under the birches. Why do you have to play the hero? This be the witchman.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me as soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. The mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She was alive the whole time? But... it can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
And now she's free.
Horses are.
Just when I was...
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a Pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful. Geralt!
Bet the...
She did indeed.
Very much. See you, Kira.
Stop! A word with you, the Pella. Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Give us a rest.
死鬼在这边啊，正右方，右边嘛。好啦，我来找所在找无，你甲问啊。我都该算小啦，哎呦，还是我没有打开啊？
有可能吧。啊，我直接开那个。
你直接从南决。
南决，
我在南决这边，你从南决这边跟我讲，是在它上面、下面、左边、右边。
好。南决是那个乌鸦岛嘛，乌鸦窝嘛。
对啊，乌鸦窝啊。
乌鸦窝。
我现在在乌鸦窝的这个扛棒啊，它路标啊。然后是在右边还是左边？这哪有两个连在一起啊？
我是在乌鸦窝啊。你现在地图拉到最大的没？
啊，就是最远的啊。
最远的嘛。我没有看到十字路口的旅店。
有啊。
十字路口旅店右手边不是要石头金树？
对啊。
恶魔侧面啊。
恶魔，有啊。
恶魔坑旁边有那个石匠的聚脚地。
有啊。
他现在那些他石匠的聚脚地右手边不是有一个河吗？
有啊。
河道上面不是对啊，河道上面不是有很多房子那个城镇？
对啊，
对啊，就在那边啊。
可是我没有看到你说的那个铸剑师啊。
哦，那个你要去才会有，因为它没有标出来。
那它是在哪一边的哪一边啊？
你有没有那个诺维格？哎，你有没有西方大门？
有啊。
西方大门的下面不是有一艘船？
对啊。
右边不是还有一艘船？
对啊。
在上面不是还有一艘船？
有啊。
第3艘船的那个地方，就是那个诺维格瑞大门下面那艘船的地方。
哦。那什么地方？
哎呀，
我真正都想去的，你知道哦，我会的。
对啊，有一些特定的点，你要记录在哪里啊？
很难找啦。
啊。
找个触发点的流氓啊！
流氓那边。
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone.
所以触发都要报喜啊。
Gonna end well.
经验值呢？这个不怕。
Leftovers, cuts of meat.
只要你有给他的武器那个带文加月之的嘛。哦，重要。
Human from an
干
artery.
好问题呢，我们来，我马上就配起来。
Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
那个地图上面那些惊叹号，你们都会去过吗？你会去过吗？
我不太会去理惊叹号了。
啊，
我都是先过我自己的那个支线跟那个，我惊叹号会留在最后面，因为惊叹号不会消失啊。
是啊。
啊。
A dry red from Zubaran, southern slope. Notes of citrus. Pains the heart. Dagger's still intact. Sense anything magic there. How Kira explain this one.
我在找啊，还在找。
不要吓我呢！你这样子跟我都找不到，有什么我的专业？
对啊，第3，找找看啊，还在找啊，还在找啊。不是在你讲的那个位置啦，
差不多啦，大概就是那附近。
白茶贼，
好大贼啦，是不是那个方向嘛？
是那个方向没错啦，可是，
是不是？我跟你说，我只记得大概哪个位置，你要我多详细给你，不可能啊，Google 都没那么准。
没有，也没有到第3艘船，它刚好在这2艘船的中间。
那是不是比 Google 还要准一点？
经纬度有点跑掉啊。
稍微啊 ，Google 都会出错了，个人都不能。
啊，卖啊，卖掉啊！
啊，卖掉。
其实的马鞍带容量都给卖掉啊。
好，卖掉。
Got those,
Splendid. I'll finally begin my study of double arboreal fascination pattern.
Brew yourself a mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zarek.
那个任务还
Care
没
to tell
开
me
啊
what。you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a
那你有过了吗？还是还没
Color
过
me
那个任务？
intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo outside.
Gonna slip
哦，那
into
个
something
那个一
more
定要过
comfortable.
才能开
Let's
开
not
那
get ahead of
个
ourselves.
开那
Well,
个
go
商店。
on. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
他的猫的钢剑比我现在拿的这个
I
好
just
啊
get，drunk.
好一点
Note
点
that
而
I
已
said
啊。
almost.
比较好。
加2而已啊，好不好？
哪有加25嘞？
怎么可能加25？
真的啦，138、168伤害，然后我只要把我的那个换掉，加25哎。
你是说钢剑还是？
钢剑啊，钢剑它是138、168哎。
哦，那你钢剑换掉，你银剑可以不用换啊。
Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale
可
about
是它的属性没有很好
True
啊。
story it's based on, too.
你说哪一把银剑的？
A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond.
哦，那你钢剑换掉啊！你钢剑如果差比较多，你就换掉啊。银剑我是记
I
得
beg
差
you,
没
not
多
another
少。
word about Zoogles.
没有，我是说那个猫的钢剑跟我现在装的戴文的这一把剑，
Ghastly swamps for one magical
戴文的
moment.
这一把剑属性比较漂亮，可是它的那个伤害值是没有钢剑那个猫的钢剑高。
那就是要看你
It just so happens you're the only.
差不多啊。
Before we go,
伤害差25，那可以换的。
Transform a
你
pumpkin
说如果
into
说
a
差
carriage.
10以内的话，那我建议不要换。
no. I shall
差很多，
transform
差
our
25
ransom.
了，
Don't
差25
win.
就差很多，差25
It'll
再
only be
加
an
那些
illusion, won't
加
hurt
成的
this.
趴数上去，就差很多了。
Why not? Might as
哦，
well.
不会
Then hold on
啊，那
tight.
我还把这些符文加上去，干浪费呢。
So, what do you think?
然后猫的一件才差2而已耶。
It's just
不
right.
用换啊。
Oh, I
猫
might
银
also
剑
have
是
changed your
没有
hair
没有
colour while I was
差
at
到
it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Well, off we go. Dinner's... Last one there does the dishes.
啊，对不起。
Go, go.
可是为什么我猫的钢剑加上去是加2，可是我却要放过去，我的伤害
Cinderella. We'll have
降
a great
低啊！
Try to catch me.
啊，来嘞！
好可
差很多呢，银剑才减2。 啊，有一点多。啊，我另外点个不萨达，
那你就自己去调配啊。
啊，现在正在调了，然后个不萨达。
I thought you were a better horseman.
For the record, I was riding a mouse.
For someone who usually trots around on a roach, that shouldn't present a challenge. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
它做装备的话，属性都是一样，还是它只随机？
It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry
现在
red.
拿到的是
But
什
let
么
it？breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine
说钢
connoisseur.
剑跟银
Think
剑
we
啊
should，suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or
银
less.
剑是
Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune.
加12%的什么
Please,
阿什么
I
啊
manage.
阿尔德
You know, a
之
dozen
印
eggs
啊，
here, a propaganda there.
然后第二
Besides,
个是
my
加
finances are
5%
about
的
to
敌方流血几率啊，加20%的对怪物使出致命级额外
I
经
mean, you
验
think
啊，
the only work to be had in
一样
development
啊，
would be
对啊，
a
一样
farming.
啊。
然后一个洞嘛，
Very
对不对
true.？So, I've two options.
Yeah.
I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But
这
that's
些
not
特
what I
定的
wish
东
to
西应该
discuss.
不会是随机的。
Thank
对，
you
这应
once
该不
again,
是随
Geralt,
机
for
的，
your
最好
help
在
with
外面
the
打到才是随机的。
Fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why I shiver at the thought. Laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
很难调，不知道怎么调。那个强化的施救所强化的那个要下面拿。
Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into
施
the
救
wrong
所
hands.
强化的套装啊。
哎，你没有任务
Although
吗？
Fyke Isle has a terrible
没有啊。
reputation.
啊，真的
None
假
of
的
you
啦？
dare go there.
那我只有熊派而已啊。
I'm
哇，那
sorry.
我刚怎么跟你
Such a
讲啊？
gloomy subject to broach. I simply
Oh.
shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic. Thought we
你
came
那
here
时候
as
不是帮你买
friends.
张地图吗？
Friends
你开开看看有
with
没有？
benefits. So,
Your fairy tale, your rules.
really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough.
等一下，我应该是去看任务嘛，然后寻宝任务嘛。
Wanna play hide and seek?
猫血白装备升级蓝图之2就是2、3级啊。然后施救兽、熊血、猫血、熊血。对啊，没有施救兽的强化那个呢。
Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
那你要上网查咯。你只要开启，你只要拿到1个，
Now
它就会
where's
开
that
启它那
Cinderella
个任
gone
务。
to?
哦，
所以你
就要拿到那个书嘛，对不对？
不用拿到书啊，你只要拿到其中1个强化的装备，它就会直接开启那个任务。
问号的吗？
Found me.
不一定哦，有一些
Congratulations.
不是问号，我也忘记在哪里了。
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think
上
of
网看
something.
啊，上网看最清楚。
不知道一楼查要上网查，你妈搞到2楼。
Know what they call that constellation in Sericania?
Something, I bet.
No. It has a different name. Bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfane Nave.
啊，你有熊血的哦，我连1个熊血装备套装的地图都没有。
我有熊血，就没有施救兽。
是啊。
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a
我
spell.
想要去做那个熊血看看呢。
可以啊，我有打算去3套，我都想收集。
The tower.
这个小城这边有做护甲的吗？
有，
还是有啊？
Winds howling.
在哪里啊？没有印象啊。
在上面。
上面，酒店那边啊。
在酒店再上去一点点。
酒店在上面是研磨石啊。
啊？在那个告示板旁边，左手边。
哦。我被你一讲有印象了。
别怕别。
没有，但是不是在你讲那个位，我的印象应该不是在那边。看一下、哦。
看一下。
改一杯的游戏的 GPS， 它只要赶快弄起游戏的 GPS。
对啊，这一定要记啊！不记根本就不晓得跑哪里。
在告示板的右边呢。
右边还是左边？
右边。
哦，还能开这样。
这个很麻烦，都要真的都要记。
Top floor of the tower.
我的熊血是高等熊哎，我要27级才能做出来，27级才能穿啊。
那个是强化的吧？
就高等啊，高等雄狮，反正就是雄狮裤子啊、靴子啊、手套啊、脚尾啊。没有普通的没有那个普通的。
知道，我也不晓得还有分高等的。
高等熊。
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why? I want to use them to continue important work that demands tragic death put on hold.
你怎么知道？
看图啊。
Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest and member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? beds free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
海拉过去。现在在做海拉的任务，无限的吗？哦，你也把他送过去了哦。跟我想的一样，哎，跟我想的一样。
我甲应该发拢袂使，应该把它整改呢。哦，一开始做激烈，第二次比较激烈的。第二次比较激烈，现在开始情况来看啊。啊，开始出来啊！哎。我跟你讲，还是猫的武器比较好啦。
是啊，
因为银剑是打怪兽嘛，对不对？
对啊。
钢剑是打人嘛。
对啊。
戴文跟月之刃对这两种就是打的角色哦，没有那些加成啊。
啊，是啊。
对啊。我师舅说那边是要去哪边接啊？强化。
我帮你找一下。
你真的没印象哦？
真的没印象，那个跑过地图这么多，那可能有印象。有啦，我知道孤岛啦，孤岛是我最有印象的一个啊。
可是孤岛我有开啊。
对啊。
可是为什么我没有？
没有啦。
是要去那边买书吗？
不是啊，孤岛就是那一把银剑而已啦。
我靠！啊，我也没有银剑的事，就做银剑的强化啊。
没有啦，银剑是我是说那个啦，一开始那个银剑是在那里拿的，我对印象而已。哎，等我一下帮你找。爸爸。干嘛？坏掉了。坏掉了，你不要按那个，按别的啊。
Top knot.
Willing to craft something.
小符文捡啊打都会掉啊。商店可以买，但是我忘记是哪一个商店。商店有，
商店卖的没有很好啦。
就小颗的没有，你是要合成的，是不是？哦，对啊，商店
哦，已经合成了。够爽。
How can I be of service?
What are you serving to? See you later.
But the clientele is not ours.
I'm knackered. I'm knackered.
但杰洛特感冒啊。
我想，
哎，
我刚帮你买的那个地图就是说的那个地图啊，
是吗？
没有打开，没有反应啊。
哦，这怪太强了吧？卡拉贝拉。小陈，你的耳机哦。
哎，怎样？
你的耳机对不对？打开了哦，你装单了的哦。
对啊，我装单，我那个在充电啊。
哦，这样奇怪。
放后面啊。
有沙的声音呢。
哦，好。
用的哦。我这后天根本就无早餐人摕多多。
现在还有吗？
没了。你说你刚帮我买那个是地图，在哪里啊？消耗物品吗？
如果不是在消耗物品，就是在那个任务道具里面。
艾德文格雷洛夫第3张地图。
对，你把它打开。
打开啦。
跳出去。
哦，有了啦，升级难度之3。原来。太爽啊！我的个给人家上清啊。然后我有刚打到一个那个呢，那个叫什么？看一下。打到一个战利品啊，加5%的额外黄金呢。哦，那不错啊。
Shut up！
那你现在多少？
小巫妖啦，小巫妖。
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1.
Hear that?
2.
Ooh, looky! Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
他的额外黄金就是钱嘛，对不对？没用啊，干他妈干后边呢？
Mistake.
Come on now. We'll split it. Plenty here for everyone.
I'm not a thief. Looking for the sorceress who lived here.
Most likely hiding in some rat
你们
trap
这边要
like
来
the rest of them.
接那个兽魔委托，有一个沼泽麻烦。
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for
对，这个可以接，这个可以拿到那个小巫妖的那个什么战利品。
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
对。
I wouldn't know. Rumor has it it's a place for freaks and oddities.
哎，现学现卖啊，回来啊。
Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
哎，只要你并不出这东西重点，全部要只剩下钱。
Few know where exactly though.
Ask a beggar.
哎，等你有没有过过一个什么？
Follow him. Beggars and fools got to pay tribute to
没有。
beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
我现在叫我去找这个人，说要前往这个岛。问这个人在我前面，我点他都没反应啊。
Wouldn't scoff, mate.
我没有解过那个任务。
It's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who
有
everyone
解那个坐船的哦，我只有花1000块的那一个而已啊。
Watch yourself. Menga
其他
himself
的没有。
won't even go to the grove.
Someone called for me. Wonder why.
It's Menga.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some
让我发现
sorcerer's
这个
Think that gives you
猫的
the right
银
to
线
steal
跟
her
钢线
property.
真的比较好用啊。
Sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard
对啊，那个
takes
戴
possession
文
of
跟
the
月之刃
laws,
好像
and the rule of law still holds
看
in
打什么
everywhere.
怪啦。
You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
What's your point?
I ask the questions, Witcher. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One mistake, one error, and my mistake is inevitable.
哈蒙德的，他问题是他现在任务的点就出现在那个人身上，那个人我点他就没反应了。
For every magic oddity you
他那
dare
去渡给了
touch
兄弟
is
啊，
here.
对啊，奇怪，他他妈到只知道你等来一狼罗皮啊，很屌的。那就跟我上次玩那个铸剑大师一样啊，对啊，他回来哦。看重新开一次啊，不然怎么办？有点打雷呢哈。
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Herbs? Roots? Triss turned to healing? Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions. Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
接的这个就是要去你坐船的那个啦。
啊，是啊，花1000块的那个吗？那快去吧，那个任务超长的。
要去哪里坐船？
你就直接去那个小酒吧找那个人，给他1000块，他要带你去做啦。
好，就在那个去贸易馆那个。
对，一个小酒吧里面。
好，那我先不要过。我真够期待的，生气。
那个任务真的超长的，那个真的是要。
You seen the new waitresses?
It's worth seeing.
And how? Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard. At first, I thought it a jet.
Ah.
Must need someone to show them around.
The thinking customer will see right away.
I
I've got the
expect
best
model
deals
behaviour,
this side
scamp.
of the pond. Best deals this side of the
可是我觉得你还是去过那个1000块的那个船那个，我觉得你还是去过那个，你在过搞不好比我快。
好像是几点了？我那个
明天不是没上班？
呀，明天也不上班。
哦，吧？
先把一些跑一跑，把那个睡觉。
哦。这么早睡啊？11点2点。
等一下，可能大概12点1点吧。它有一个宝箱在屋檐上面，我根本拿不到，没有地方可以跳上去。
现在也是在找一个要上去的地方。吹波哎，
这个好奇怪啊，都没有地方可以上去啊！你要拿那宝箱，真的不知道。
对，应该是有的拿，只是要稍微找一下。那个 Mickey 也在玩巫师呢。
好呀，刚好看到。
哦。哇！哎呀，难得哎。
东西就好了，东西偷上去。我遇到一个前所未有的挑战。他有的那个问号，真的遇到的那个怪哦，真的都还蛮强的。好有一些个啊。到了，大老远就听到他们鬼叫。我现在打一只绿色的鸟，然后比龙还难打。我没有办法看到它的名字。哇西嘛，就是我不会讲呢。长这样，哇，像鸟啊，然后头是像蜥蜴啊，哇蜥蜴啊，快挂了，哇蜥要用那个阿尔杜基啊，挂了啊，干没有存档，干，不小心遇到它啊，看，要阿尔德，来不及。不是我打，但是我之前一开始打过他，我打完的时候，他太难了啦，他没办法，他就一直追我，就不小心遇到啊，要跑啊，跑不要追啊。要过。啊。
You've seen the new waitresses.
All worth seeing. Apologies. Hello. Stay away.
Man's already taken by.
Sir, I beg your pardon. Must need someone to show them around Novigrad.
You read
Waste
my
of breath.
Be gone.
Oh. What? Well, well. Stay away. this living with us. Any needs, master?
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Whoa! Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone! Eating a kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta just look good position where they tossed the leftovers. Ah! The bonny bones that runs by here. Deep sleep.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Before the eternal fire!
I've got my eye on you, white one.
Non è arrivato, vedi ma che si torna a delle zombie là. Ah.
Their presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Catch.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. You'll be safe in your locker.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
What are you offering?
Bah.
See you.
Oh.
See you.
What ailed?
Can't see out one eye, my lord.
Picked him as rain.
Thank you, my lord. Right there at all your words. I'd rather to be paid.
Zanzel's name.
Powerful. About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you
He don't
two
think
know
that he
each
got
other
it all
well.
now.
I was curious whether you'd managed to find
Oj,
me,
co tam,
Witcher.
co ci dzieje?
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull'd be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Temple Guard tolerate your little operation?
Let's say they appreciate the value of a Novigrad crown.
Manga doesn't seem like the type that can be bought.
Anyone can be bought. But like it's true, Menga had cost me a fortune. Luckily, he's got officers, and they're mere mortals. Illnesses catch him at times. Other times, they want to catch a bit of diversion. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh.
But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
别大概搜刮到全部都清空了，把废话一完。没来啊。
Pam param, pam pam param, pam param.
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Pam param, pam pam param, pam.
Good luck to you, sorceress. Come back and see us, eh? Dare say it's the only place you'll feel welcome.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend